Is this hell right now or purgatory?
It's so childish to think God would act like that. It's so childish to think that God would act like that. You wouldn't even act like that. You think God would
Sam, you're guilty, right? And you're unrepentant. So, you deserve your punishment. It doesn't matter that it goes on forever.
You guys are just fucking stupid.
Sam, you go on, you sin forever, so you get punished forever.
Sam, you haven't even read the Zohar yet.
This not supposed to be like some.
I turned 40 I will learn it then.
It's not some easy cherry picking shit. I don't know.
If you wait till 40, it might be too late. You should read it now, because the now is all important.
I'm sorry, Sam, if you read the Bible.
Hey, Trap, you came into the conversation a little late. What do you think about the rapture? What's your views on the rapture? And
it started with hip hop. That's where they got the rapture.
What do you think about the rapture?
It's already started.
Funny with the money. Oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I didn't want to rape you. I just wanted the rapture, the people, the capisha. I'm out like the rapture.
It started a little bit ago.
We are clearly not in the Messianic age yet.
You said what?
Really, this is a mess to me.
Hey, Trap, what do you think about the rapture? You think that
it started? Do y'all not know what America is doing to other countries? Do y'all not know what America is doing? America just bumped. I just seen somebody. What was it?
Yemen. Yes, man.
They just bumped.
Oh my God.
Somebody 70 times this week. They just bumped somebody 70 times.
What does that have to do with the rapture?
Rapture deals with the hip hop movement. Rapture.
Trap. What do you believe about the rapture? About Christians disappearing?
Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac were early messiahs.
Yeah, the rapture.
DMX was also a messiah.
Now listen. Now if you're talking about Christians,
Wesley Snipes is also a messiah.
I'm just saying the rapture. What do you believe about it? What do you know about the rapture, Trap?
You saying disappearing? You talking about the 100?
Drake is also a messiah.
And then
all right, dude.
I hope y'all know. Okay, so again, I cannot say that everything inside this book is going to happen the way it's happening.
Prophecy.
I'm just going to say, because listen, I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Jew. I'm not no Arab. I'm not no Buddha.
You're an American.
You feel me? I am an American. That's what I am. All American. It's really all American. You feel me? Dead ass all American. So I'm gonna tell you, you believe in what you want to believe in. I'm not here to put no opinions on nobody. Yeah, I'm not here to push nothing on nobody. But I'm just here to tell y'all that there is like books out here that says that this is going to happen. Now, if y'all are one of the people that's interested more so things that's going to happen outside of the life that you
What's your joke, Jason?
Then I'll say go pick up one of those books, like the Bible.
The Constitution.
You can even read a scroll.
Dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Because God,
he's talking about books.
Listen, this conversation.
Galen, Trap, and there's another guy on stage who keeps talking. I want to give an opportunity for other people to talk as well. We have some new people on the stage. Corey, MJ, Antricus, Buster, welcome back, Daniel Nero. I do want to give, and Chris, I haven't said hello to you. So I want to give some other people an opportunity to talk as well. What's that, Dodge?
I'm just saying, welcome back to another episode of Low IQ Dumb People Wasting Time because they're too bored and can't figure out what else to do with their lives.
Yeah. So, Antricus, what were you gonna say?
I just wanted Trap to stop because he's just saying a bunch of nonsense.
Well, I mean, does Trap have like an ideology or anything? Or
he was giving us the rapture.
He definitely came up here high. He's definitely high, bro. Definitely
no, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, you know.
God-talk conversation to be like pointless because like either you believe or you don't.
If it's pointless, you came up on stage though.
Yeah, I came up on stage because I heard a whole
What are we doing?
people talking
You haven't
about
seen
God.
Seinfeld? It's a show
And then I
about
heard
nothing.
Some people who in the conversation were saying like they don't even believe inside God. So it's like if you don't even believe in God, why are you on a stage talking about God?
Oh, God.
Because we are social animals.
And then I hear other people on the stage. I hear other people on the stage like acting like they
Trap, you already told us you don't
understand.
believe in God. Why are you here? Trap, you already told us you don't believe in God. Why are you here?
Huh?
He likes hip hop.
You already told us you don't believe in God. You said your name.
Trap didn't say that.
Rapture.
So why blood?
Why said that? Who said that? Who said that then?
Not Trap. Some other guy. I don't know.
Andrews TG. Why would you lie on me? I hope you wouldn't call
Andricus.
yourself a Christian.
TG.
Andrews CG.
I hope you would not call yourself.
He said he's not necessarily like a Christian or something. I don't know. He said he's not like
I'm a believer inside Christ.
Oh, okay.
I'm a walker. Do you know what that means?
believer inside of Christ. What is
What does that mean? You're inside of
He is
Christ.
a day
I'm a
walker.
believer in Christ. I believe
in the body of
Christ.
Christ?
I am.
Just an expression.
And please don't ask him more questions, guys. Please. Gosh.
Don't you know he's from North Charleston? He's a Baptist.
Chat called God Talk. And it sounds like most of the people on stage don't believe in God.
Jeff, nobody's interested in that question, to be honest with you.
Yeah, right.
Is no one gonna take
Next
This is clubhouse structural white racism. Why do I feel like all the white people are not letting a black person speak his truth?
Hello. Are there any Christians here that hold to eternal conscious torment? And if they do, what would be their justification for believing that?
Eternal conscious torment? What are you talking about,
Basically, you sin
Tacanero?
forever, so you get punished forever, and like your sin is like equal to the punishment you deserve. So, in order to balance the scales of justice, yeah, you're continually sinning, like you're always like rebelling against God and stuff.
Wait, what?
Do y'all not feel y'all rebel against God?
I mean, what are you confused about?
You only get worse.
I don't know if you get. I guess.
Welcome back to another episode of the Like You Dumb People talking about nothing and wasting all their time.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think you just burn out of existence? Is that what it is? You just burn out of existence?
It all depends on the.
No, you're there the whole time.
Annihilationist. I believe that when you just said.
No, I'm saying like the alternative is okay. You guys were punished for a small time. You cease to exist. You cease to exist at some point.
That's called annihilationism. Where you just completely weak out, and we're trying to talk to the people that believe that you're tortured, burned forever for eternity.
Right.
So what do you believe? Do you believe in annihilation, like you just burn out of this world, or you're tortured forever?
That's usually an alternative.
Why are y'all not trying to save y'all souls right now? Why are we speaking on the final stage?
Can we just drop Trap down? I mean, seriously, at this point, he's just a noise generator.
When I mute you, it's not an indication for you to come off of mute. If you don't know when it's your turn to speak and you don't have a natural ability to
I know they say open conversation.
yeah. Do you not know that you're now sitting in the audience?
Funny with the money, oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't want to rape you. I just want the papers. The visa, capisce? I don't like the papers.
Why is it so difficult within the theories of the afterlife that people go from torture for eternity to blinked out of existence without any notion of punished for some period of time and then you get to go to heaven? Why isn't that an option?
Can you compress that question a little more?
The most reasonable one. This idea that like, yeah, you do suffer for a bit, but then it ends at some point. Like your suffering is like a rehabilitation.
A state of refinement.
A fire burning away impurities.
Right. That makes sense, I think.
But it's in that way this way.
If you reject God when you die, you know, it's not like you're all of a sudden going to become, like eventually you're going to become, your heart's going to be regenerated or something. It just like shows that you have an evil.
A spirit of folly.
So you can't, can't ever be in God's presence. You know.
Well, why is death the cutoff? It seems like an arbitrary place to stop. It seems like you could still change some way after. And even suffer afterwards, and you have these experiences, then surely you could have a different disposition toward God or a different attitude.
Yeah, but you get a whole life. You get a whole life because it's a decent amount of time to go through a lot of different like moral tests and stuff. You know, so at the end of it, you know, if you get it.
Hey Moon, you're done. Hey Moon, do you remember that movie The Sixth Sense where Bruce Willis died, but he didn't know he was dead? The whole movie. Remember that movie, The Sixth Sense?
Oh my God.
Yeah, he was dead and he was still going. Yes, Bruce Willis was still going to work even though he was dead.
Yeah, so that's kind of how this life is that death is determined by God, not you. Like, you're not dead because you're at your funeral. You're dead because you're separated from God. That's like God just decides who's dead and who's alive. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of the movie. The whole point of the movie was that Bruce Willis thought in the movie The Sixth Sense, Bruce Willis thought he was alive.
You got it track. Keelan, you got it track, bro. We're talking about eternal conscious torment.
No, I'm talking about backtracking to what death is and what being alive is. It's not determined by...
It's like working a job you don't want to have to work.
Like right now, for example, there could be people right now on this stage that's dead according to God.
Oh my God.
And they think they're like Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis thought he was really alive, but he was really dead.
I think you could make an argument. You could make an argument if you wanted to talk about like the duration of the punishment that it couldn't possibly be more than the burning away of sin that you accumulated over the time you lived. Right? So presumably the amount that you lived was filled with whatever bits of sin. You'd burn for that duration. So like if you added up all the moments of sin, but like the cap would be your life. It could, even if you were completely despicable and sinned in every possible conceivable way, you only had a fixed period of time to do so. So whatever amount of burning, it would have to be done before that. So like, to some degree, if you wanted, you could have like a bit of a holiday on the anniversary of someone's death that equals up to their birth and say, sainted or something.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that what if you were never alive to begin with? That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point.
Sorry, you're right.
Like, what if you were never alive to begin with? And what if Jesus came so that he could bring you life? He said, I am the resurrection. I am the way, the truth, and the life. What if you were never alive to begin with?
Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. The whole point is that you're not alive anyway. You were never alive.
It's called a metaphor, Galen.
Yeah, like you were never alive.
Galen, do you think that after we die?
No. It's not that you died. Hold on. Listen. It's not that you died.
You think people suffer?
It's that you were never alive.
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
No, I'm saying the whole point is that you were never alive anyway.
If you keep repeating yourself, it doesn't make the point any more valid.
Yeah, you were never alive to begin with.
Oh my God, that's number 10. I don't think I'm alive anymore. I must be dead.
Okay, I mean, that's fair.
It's like the Sixth Sense, okay?
But what if...
Much better voice, Doge. Much better.
But what if we're not alive right now because Andrew is actually a demon master?
Here's the point. The only way you can be alive is to meet God. That's it.
Oh my God.
If you never meet God,
But that's some proprietary definition that hardly anybody's going to accept.
Okay, so you're saying we are the walking dead.
So hold on,
yes.
Hold on a second. Like some things that Galen is saying, like I've often pondered about, like you know how
Free Palestine.
Daniel, I know that you've been in the room when we've talked causes. Okay, we talked about how some people have this inner monologue, right? That we hear inner monologue in our head, and then some people don't have that inner monologue at all, right? And then we talked about how some of us are able to see the patterns in our life and equate them with this conversation that's like happening with God. Like we're able to see like God moving through our experiences. And sometimes I think like, what is the difference? Like, why am I so plainly able, it's so visible to see, for me, God interacting in my life and conveying things, but for someone else, they're like, I don't see God at all. I don't see God. I haven't experienced God. And I think it might be what Galen is saying, that maybe you're spiritually activated. Like, yeah, you're alive, like, you know, whatever, but you're spiritually dead, right? And so what happens is that when you get spiritually awakened, that's when you're actually finally like really alive, if you will.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
No, that's a really good point. No, I've had that experience. Like, so when I was faithful, I did kind of see God's hand, or I thought that I saw God's hand in the events of my life. Like, things were happening for reasons, and they were teaching experiences if they were difficult, and then there were like experiences that were rewards. So I do know what you're talking about with that respect. And it is an interesting thing that happens. I don't know how to make sense of it.
What's the modern day lingo for that synchronicity?
It could be.
That's a good one too. Like the synchronicities definitely carry a lot of that, for sure.
I have a feeling of deja vu right now. Like this room has been going on for 4 years, and you guys have been talking about nothing the whole time. Is Andrew Larry David the Goy version?
Hey, Doug, I'm just gonna guess by the Israel flag with Trump hat.
No, he isn't. Don't insult fucking the layer like that.
Do you have something against a blue-colored flag, Dr. Ray? Does it trigger something in you?
Doge, do you
it triggers.
As an incel, Doge?
It triggers animosity towards genocide.
Genocide? Free Palestine.
Andrew, why do you have trolls in your room?
Oh, Ray, why are you here? Aren't you a troll? Are you projecting?
Yeah, this guy's starting to wear me out. This guy trolls every room. He's
Don't you guys know you're in a troll room?
He's got like 4 or 5 personalities.
I'm sorry, I haven't identified Dodge doing anything different than what most of y'all do, but just in a funny voice.
He wanted to say his theme song. Sailor, you can't be serious, right?
You gotta let Doge.
The only difference between him and some of y'all is that he does it in a funny voice.
No, here's the thing.
Wow.
Chris.
Stella, have you ever had a born again experience?
Corey, Daniel, Nero, Buster, Jacob, and Ray. You guys are gonna have to be subject. No one can leave. You gotta listen to Doge, Benji, and then Benji's gonna bring up his alt, and it's gonna be wild.
Nah, fuck that. See you later.
No, don't leave. Andrew, Chris, don't leave. Oh,
Oh, they came for the serious conversation.
Yeah, she kicked down Jigsaw. Why she kicked down Jigsaw? He felt a little disrespected when he was playing his song.
Don't you guys know I'm a troll?
To Stella's Corner, we're going to do Stella stories. Stella, did you have a born again experience? And if so, what was it like?
Come on, Daniel, you've already heard.
It was definitely Gaza and Palestine that caused her born again experience.
Who will win the game? Was it induced by, were you
It was genocide that caused her to come to God.
It was just a natural experience?
Say it again, Nero.
Was it a natural experience, or was it you were under the influence of something? And then that's not a negative thing, but did you have a natural experience?
Yeah, I wasn't on mushrooms, if that's what you're asking.
His name was Tyrone. He was 6'5".
I got a question. Sure. What's up?
Yo, when are we gonna have a scientist or some fucking scientific theories or some shit that can figure out how to stop all these fucking volcanoes from erupting and these fucking tornadoes?
Volcanoes?
Yeah, these fucking catastrophic events are happening. Like, why ain't we got no fucking science to figure that shit out? I'm saying, like,
You want to control the volcanoes and the hurricanes? Fascinating.
You know what I'm saying? Can we come up with some type of fucking scientific?
Haven't you heard of Albert Einstein's theory of gravitativity?
I'm saying we need some invention to stop this shit. There's a lot of people down behind this shit. I don't even want to pull out the numbers.
What do you think about the vaccine and COVID-19?
Yeah, like, we can even have a scientist to stop that shit. Come on, what?
What do you mean the scientists created it?
Oh yeah, well, hey, honestly, I ain't knocking that. I ain't knocking that.
You're not knocking depopulation.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is different when it comes to the tornadoes and shit like that. Why don't we got?
What about abortions and Planned Parenthood? Why can't we stop that?
Oh my God. What reason would you think an atheist has to believe in God? Do you have any arguments, or what do you think is a good way to bring atheists to God?
I mean, scientists ain't. Well, now atheists can't come to God. Who told y'all that?
Why not?
Why not?
Well, there's a prerequisite.
What's
What?
that?
That means what? That means if you don't know God, then you don't know God, then you never could know God. No, sorry.
I'm just trying to ask, why do y'all think y'all?
How do people go to God then?
Oh, that's the point. Like, niggas don't go to God. God go to them. Why do y'all think?
Oh, I know what you're saying. You're saying like God will call on you, kind of thing. No, it's both. God, you have to ask Him, but He put it in you, like the trademark argument for Rene Descartes, right? Like you would never have even conceived of God if it wasn't implanted like already in your mind.
Well, it's kind of almost like this.
No, he's saying like God chose you from the beginning of existence.
Yeah, that's the trademark argument. Like God already put your idea.
If he didn't, then you're screwed.
Look, the 12 disciples. Ain't none of them chose God. None of them chose to follow you. So there's this notion of, you choose.
Is this determinism?
Literally, that's right.
Jesus said, yes, he said, follow me. That's something.
It's literally what they did. Jesus said, "Come follow me," and they chose to follow him.
I mean, Abraham was like, the reason God made his covenant with him. The reason God chose him was because Abraham chose him first, because he was like faithful. So you just don't understand anything about
Wait.
Christianity.
Hold on. Make this shit make sense. A God who had a conversation.
Prophet, you need to read a fucking book. Haven't you studied Talmud and Torah and Midrash for an hour today, or at least? Jesus, study the Word of God.
Abraham communication is hypnosis.
All communication is comedy.
No, both are true. That was so funny.
Yeah, Abraham.
Well, the greatest evidence of God is us, the man in the mirror.
Haven't you looked into the sky and seen the stars and the sun and the moon? I mean, Jesus Christ. Haven't you seen the universe?
No. Listen, the greatest evidence of God is us. We are God's greatest creation. We're greater than the moon, the stars.
Haven't you seen a rhinoceros or a giraffe or a lion?
Yes, sir.
Think about this. Here's the fallacy. There's been generations before us that have worshipped the sun, the moon, the stars, the sky. Right, the trees. There's been generations who have made religions.
Look at the bumblebees and the ants.
Hold on 1 second.
That too, yes.
Hold on 1 second. There's been a lot of generations before us that have worshipped created things like trees, the sun, the moon, the stars, astrology. Right,
Yeah, the ancient Egyptians.
Guess what? Hey, watch this.
Just look at him.
Hold on.
Just look at it.
The greatest.
Just look at it.
The greatest object.
Look at the trees. Just look at them.
Did you just look at it?
Hold on 1 second. Who is that?
Look at the trees.
Just look at it.
Yeah. Look at.
You think the only people that are people Are people like you? But there are people who are people who are people who are people that are not like you and you. So there are people who are people who are people. Who are people that are people that are people.
What is going on? The greatest,
And I can go on about that. That's fun.
watch this. The greatest object of worship right now is other people.
No,
We
it's
worship
not. It's
celebrities,
TikTok,
we worship
Instagram, YouTube, and your cell
other
phone,
people.
Samsung, and Apple.
Other people are the object of worship right now.
Everyone is
So,
worshiping the apple
other-
again, just like Adam and Eve.
No. Other people are worshiping other people. Not really.
Is this a dopamine creation room for dopes looking to dope up?
Pretty much.
For me, I swear to God, it is. I'm having a time of my life today.
People are worshiping other people right now.
Yeah, so
Not really. Not really.
yeah, so like the catastrophic events prove the existence of God. I mean, science can't really stop or control that shit.
Yeah, I can.
No, I can't. Can't stop right now.
Free Palestine and the genocide.
I want all atheists to answer these questions. How did trees pop up on the planet? How did you pop up on the planet?
From the universe. The universe created all of this. What do you mean?
How does animals pop up on the planet?
Yeah, they just pop up, dude.
Have you heard of this thing called the
And
universe?
why do they just pop up?
Do you
Why do
remember?
they just pop
Maybe
up?
Dr. Trap created it all, since he is a manifestation of the GOD.
What makes them
Pop up like your pop-up book. Remember when you were in kindergarten? You had the pop-up book. That's how trees.
Just think about a Pop-Tart in a toaster when they pop up. Pop-Tarts. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, everything is so perfectly in line.
No, trees just go pop.
Is Lord Voldemort. Did you know? Yeah.
I do.
Was Jesus a powerful magician? And was Muhammad also a powerful magician and a warlord?
Yes, no,
That's right.
not the warlord part. Unless you mean war, the war to end all wars. And yes, we are all warlords. We should all be lords to end wars.
Yes, inshallah. And the genocide with more genocide.
No, end genocide with peace and love and understanding, actually.
Kumbaya, my lord.
Indeed, indeed.
Free Palestine and the genocide.
Amen. Amen.
Genocide for all.
Of your nafs, for sure. Of the ego. Genocide of
This is
the
a
ego.
very,
All around.
Since your grandmama's genocide.
y'all are a very interesting group of people.
Look at
I love it. I'm so happy.
genocide.
We are not just people, we are God's creation.
Actually, these people aren't actually that interesting. It's the same old bullshit you get everywhere else on this stupid app.
No, everybody don't act like this group. Everybody don't
Yeah,
act
they
like
do.
this group. No, they don't.
Yeah,
Free Palestine and
I
the
like it,
genocide.
Trap. You know what? Everybody don't act like this, and I'm mad at you because you're into the vibe. You're on the frequency of cooperation, and I'm
Positive vibrations.
Yeah,
Loving the
everybody-
vibe.
This is a different group. This is interesting.
Well, you gotta vibrate, in different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am totally feeling
There
this
are
vibe.
many worlds, one body.
You gotta know the spot where you vibrate.
This is the song that
You gotta hit the
never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they continued singing it for Andrew just because this is the song that never ends.
So D.
I love Donald
D,
Trump.
Hey D, what's up? What do you think about the rapture, D? What do you think about the rapture? The rapture.
It's coming.
The rapture.
They go, and I think they found it in
Hip-hop.
Giza, and Yajuj and Majuj, Gog and Magog,
Rhyming
and
words.
the zombies and aliens and everything. Life,
okay.
tigers and bears. Oh my, it's popping off. It's gonna happen. Unless you find some.
Is this God talking through this room right now?
Yes.
Yes.
God talks to all of us. Technically, we're all like a word from God. So yes, we all.
Yeah.
So what is the source? What is the source of communication?
Understanding.
Hypnosis.
Oh, hypnosis. True that. Yes.
What is the source of all comedy?
Tragedies. No tragedies. Comedy, tragedies, time, tense, to switch.
Wrong. God is always the answer.
Yes, indeed, God is underneath all of that and above.
What is the source of stinky farts?
Your ass.
Bad habits.
Taco Bell.
No, Indian food.
Wait, why did the chicken cross the road? You have all the answers. You're so intelligent and you're so like creative.
Why
You're
did
so,
the
like,
Mexican cross the road?
Hilarious. Huh?
Why did the Mexican cross the road?
I don't know, but why did the chicken?
Hey, it's right.
To cut the other lawn.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dang.
You're the most interesting one so far.
That was just kind of funny, way.
That MAGA dude, he's the most interesting one. The one who keeps trying to do that little voice. You really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I do wonder what the chicken cross the road though.
I assure you, I am the least interesting amongst all of you. Dr. Meyer is here. He is a Talmud Chacham learned in the Torah.
Yeah, you interesting. Very.
Dr. Meyer, why don't you tell all these aspiring God people what the most valuable part of the Talmud is?
The most valuable part of the Talmud is the cover, the binding, because without that, you can't hold it together.
So it's the
You can't have
cleaving.
you can't have a book if you don't have a binding.
Oh, I get it. That's hilarious.
Ooh, Mixed is here, also learned in Talmud Chacham. Mixed, what's your favorite part of Midrash?
What if you have an ebook?
Hey, Michael.
So,
I can't believe you guys gave me this kind of audience, man. This is crazy.
So, Lauren, yeah, I'm gonna shut down, bro. Let's keep going back to the good conversation.
I think, it's only because Andrew and Salah are moderated do we
No,
get
it's
this
you, Josh.
incredible milieu.
Tell your charities to go away and bring back the funny one. The funny one was good. We like the funny one.
You're a tough audience.
Like, is that a bad thing that I don't think that you really...
Trap. When I start talking, you need to mute up. Like, seriously, you don't.
This is structural white racism.
Rainbow, did you want to say something?
I was just commenting on how lively the group was today.
I love your colors. Are you the tree of life, Dr. Rainbow?
It's amazing that we're all under this lovely looking oppressor. I love it.
Dr. Andrew and Dr. Sella are advanced hypnotists spreading misinformation, disinformation to help regulate their own intellectual shortcomings.
You know, as dumb as he's portraying himself to be, MAGA isn't as dumb as he's portraying himself to be again.
Make America great again.
MAGA kind of got me on the ropes.
Can you say this is CNN version of voice?
This is CNN.
I think MAGA trying to throw people off. That's what I'm thinking.
No, the guy, he just needs a massage. His back is
dude, he's playing 4D
pushed and cracked. He needs a chiropractor.
Yeah,
It's true, I drank too much last night. I need a massage.
You do, a word. And like maybe your feet need to get rubbed
It's
too.
true, I definitely
And
have
your neck
gout. I
and
need to have
shoulders,
my feet
tension
massaged.
stores in the body, you know.
Because MAGA's mixing truth with lies. Like, he said the truth about the mods.
Yes, I am teaching the truth of the earth. Don't go
The
in
devil
that
does that
booth.
too.
Yeah, you know.
Now you know secret math. So the question remains, what is the earth?
Whatever we make it, whatever we wish to make it. What is it?
Yeah, whatever you want to look at.
You are the earth. That's the secret riddle of the Sphinx.
You are the earth. If you cut open a human body, it'll look just like the universe. Really, it does.
Ashes to ashes. Yeah.
It's just like this room in the center is a very dense structure.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was funny. That was really funny. That was good.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, again, I say he makes truth with lies. But it's like, he's good at it, I guess.
Yeah, because then it becomes comedy. Then it's like it's actually funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he need to have his own room though, man. This dude needs to have his own clubhouse.
Yeah, as long as you can keep it like respectful, and it'll be popping.
Yeah, he need to have his own room, man. Maggie, you need to start your own. You need to start your own room, Maggie.
Just keep it tasteful, though.
Just remember that the all is now that the now is all important.
That is exactly what it is.
Did you guys hear Elon Musk is leaving Doge?
Oh my God! Here we go, Samia, with your bullshit.
No, he's got fired. He said he's not gonna be there anymore.
No, it's fake news. Don't you know propaganda and mind control yet, Samia? You're just redistributing lies, packets of lies.
Man, that dude's. I already knew that was gonna happen. Him and Trump are alpha males, and they going back and forth with each other. You already knew that was gonna happen.
You know, the act really isn't that interesting.
Well, you're saying they don't get along because they're two egos.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. It's two criminals. It's two criminals trying to figure out who can backdoor each other first. Like you gotta backdoor. Like who's gonna backdoor each other first? Like I already seen that coming. Like when.
Stop with the lies. Get back to God.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, like it's only a matter of time. Like black people already been understanding suffering and all that stuff, man. Like we eat it for breakfast, so I can sit here and look at Elon Musk and Donald Trump and say, oh yeah, they're gonna fall out. It's just a matter of time when they fall out, because I already know what's gonna happen. Donald Trump got Elon Musk firing everybody from their jobs in the government, and then
Elon Musk
Donald Trump. He's like, right. Yeah, but see, the thing is though, with SpaceX, you gotta realize the only reason why Elon Musk needs Donald Trump is because of his SpaceX project, and then Donald Trump needs Elon Musk because of the money and everything else he got going on. So
no, that's not okay. Yeah, you got part of it. It's a big.
They need each other. They need each other.
Again, spirituality is a very serious thing.
Elon Musk is a mean wizard.
Elon Musk is a very intelligent person. So
He's a powerful sorcerer.
He is an intelligent person. You cannot take an intelligence from.
Just go to Adrian Dittman on X to see the powerful meme lord at work.
He's a twitchy ketamine addict.
Okay, what does that mean?
That means he gets high on ketamine every night and hyperverbalizes on X Spaces.
Hold on. I know you ain't talking about Asperger's.
He has a touch of autism.
It's a psychedelic.
Yeah, he's still that'll.
Oh, okay. Because Elon Musk got Asperger's.
No, he takes ketamine.
No, he likes double pounders.
See, I thought we was talking about some serious shit. Then I went back to playing.
The more you think, the more you speak, the further from the truth you'll get, Dr. Trap.
Man, listen, man. They both need each other, bro. Like, that's why they...
Just stop thinking and end all your problems.
They need each other? Is that why Trump fired him?
Stop spreading lies about Elon.
It's about who gonna backdoor each other first. Like, they both criminals. They both got something in common. They both
You're projecting. You're projecting. You're projecting. You're projecting. Projection alert. Projection alert. Projection alert.
Anybody who know me know I said this last year.
Projection
I said this is
alert.
only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before that relationship will fall out.
Projection alert. Projection
What
alert.
does either one
Projection
side
alert.
gain from backdooring the other?
There are no backdoors.
Okay, well now,
The aliens are still learning the human.
They're on the same team, man.
no, bro, listen, man. They both.
From the same team.
Just stop thinking and end all your problems. You're spreading lies and disinformation sent to you from a mind control technology known as the mainstream media.
It's just a sea lion. That's all.
Elon Musk is a powerful meme wizard lord. Stop disobeying Elon.
See, that's all he's got.
Elon Musk is building tunnels so he can build.
Did you vote for him, Trev? Did you vote for him?
I didn't vote. I won't vote for neither.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
So you're wasting all our time and you didn't even vote for our glorious MAGA Lord?
I won't vote for nobody. Why would I vote for anybody?
Well, what do you do in North Charleston? There's very few jobs. Do you work for the BMW plant?
You know, both agendas is to push secretly the same thing, right?
No, they're not.
It's the Freemasons. The Freemasons control everything.
Both parties, they are. Both parties are. Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Even if you don't believe they are, yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Okay, again. All right.
Yeah,
whatever you believe. You know, Donald Trump has transgenders. You know, Donald Trump already has transgenders.
Yeah, whatever.
He has transgenders in his cabinet.
Yeah, whatever.
Is Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel is a super sex magnet.
Both agendas make both of these people money the way it goes.
Whatever.
Did you look this up on Palantir or Google?
They even make money from the music.
You're right. I think that Trump has a. I think that Trump has a point. They're gonna make money.
They both work for the Trilateral Commission.
Absolutely no different.
They are both secretly agents of the World Economic Forum.
No different. That's right. What I'm saying is, both sides are going to make money.
No, but how much money, right? Yeah, there's no difference.
How much money can they steal from the Federal Reserve and Congress?
No different.
Hold on. The only difference is how much money does one side.
Is that a clip-on tie?
Hold on. Let me finish.
It's no different.
Let me finish. One side is going to make black people a lot of money, and one side is not going to make
black people. There's no such thing as black people. What about the white people? What about the white people? White people.
Yes, they do.
Black people, white people, white people.
Hold on. One side's gonna make black people money.
American alert.
The Democrats don't make black people money. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Black people.
Tell me why black people can't make money right now.
Black people.
Why can't they make money right now?
Black people.
You said neither side.
Black people.
Black people make money either way.
Black people.
Answer that question.
Yeah.
Black people.
I said.
Black people.
Why couldn't African Americans, all Americans, people
Americans alert.
How are they not able to make money either way?
What party makes black people more money? Republicans or
Black people.
No, I said what? I said.
Okay,
hold on. I'm not even talking.
The people make more money than you're crazy.
Black people.
Neither party cares about helping the people
Black
make
people.
more money. Y'all are crazy. If y'all
Black
believe
people.
that either party inside of the presidential elections is trying to help the people make more money.
We the people.
Hold on. 1 second. What party
Black people.
makes black people more money?
Oh God, Jeremy's here.
The real black person has arrived, Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy, the actual black person in the room has arrived. Wait, gentlemen, please allow Jeremy a second to weave his magic into this room. Jeremy look how dark Jeremy is. Look how black he is. He's absolute pitch black. Jeremy, can you please help illuminate us as to the problems with Donald Trump? Please, Jeremy, go ahead.
Who's Jeremy? Oh,
Jeremy, save me.
Well, actually, your fucking president is an idiot. He just fucking fucked your tariffs all up.
the better question is which party is. No. What I want to know is which parties could send America into a war with China. That's what I'm worried about.
Orange chicken.
What? You can't tell.
Time to invade Taiwan.
I don't give a shit about money. I don't want to be conscribed.
Whenever y'all hear a war going on,
Samia, I don't think they're gonna put you on the battle lines.
Okay, so every world leader, I don't give a fuck where the world leader is placed at. Every world leader is in an alliance to keep their people oppressed. Yes, they are. If you don't believe that, that's no fucking business.
The theory is called high in fascism.
Sit inside a room on my back home, and then they tell their people to go act crazy on other fucking people. These niggas inside fucking alliances together to keep the people oppressed, nigga. It's like y'all fucking crazy, nigga. What the hell is wrong with y'all? So that's mind conversation. Again, think about it. You're not rich. Think about it. You're not rich. You're not as rich as them. Why the fuck would they tell you or give you the fucking opinions or the fucking options or the fucking resources to get as rich as them? Are you fucking
Oh my god, I never thought about it like this. Trap is a genius. Trap is the teacher. Trap is Mashiach. Trap, you are the Messiah. You are the new leader of the American Revolution.
People have to make money for them to make money. You know what I mean?
Trap, we are giving you apparatus. We are promoting you to a 5-star general. We will send an arsenal to your house.
But listen, do you think they're gonna help the people make as much money as them? That takes away the fact that if everybody.
But Trap, does it really matter? Haven't you been to a Catholic church and gone inside the booth?
Y'all are crazy. Nigga, you talking about the more
Congress, Federal Reserve, the Rothschilds.
Okay, so listen, let me tell y'all. If y'all ever hear that the United States listen, who prints off the United States money?
Federal Reserve, the Rothschild Bank, the Rothschild monopoly.
We make money.
We cannot ever not have money. They make the money. So again, if everybody's making money, that takes the value away of money. Everybody has a large sum. Nigga, are you crazy? You think they trying to make more millionaires?
Sounds to me like Trap understands the supply and demand of dollars.
Do you really think they're trying to take your money away so they can say, ha, we have more than you? Why the fuck would they give you more?
Trap don't lie.
What Trap is saying is there's a lot of truth in what Trap's saying, right? Like there's a reason why getting a high school diploma is funded by the government, but going to an education that will get you a good educated job and make you wealthy costs you $150,000, right? So Trap is right, but also El Salvador, man, like that country's the safest place in South and North America. They completely turn their economy
Prison
around.
industrial complex.
They use the U.S. dollar.
Is that the Kaylee?
Prison industrial complex.
Oh my god, incredible.
All these people,
Are you saying we should put Trap in jail?
All these world leaders, I want you to know, the world leaders.
I want all the criminals in jail, yes.
The world leaders,
Trap, do you hear that? We're gonna put you in a mega prison complex.
No, listen, their job is to go back home after they have these big ass meetings, and their job is to make their people go crazy. All right, their job is to make their people go crazy and buy into some fucking
Vax
goddamn
them all,
shit.
vax them all, vax them all. Depopulate, depopulate, depopulate.
But that's
They are trying to mix, but that's because they're trying to take
Genocide.
people from this planet. They're trying to somehow get the original people from this planet to mix. The original people from this planet don't want to mix. You know, black people think about outside black people.
Original.
Is it black people mix outside black?
Origin story.
So are you guys saying that after the rapture, these conversations are still going to be happening?
Yes.
This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started singing it, not knowing what, and Andrew started singing it forever just because Andrew keeps creating room 7 days a week, 80 hours a week. Andrew doesn't have a job, he sits at home all day. He's on Clubhouse every day creating rooms all day. This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends.
If you start singing Baby Shark, I'm going to kill you.
Baby shark, 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 baby shark, shark, shark.
I don't understand.
Maggie needs to be a moderator, bro. Maggie needs to be
he don't need to be no moderator. He's not even funny. He's not like his lane.
No, I'm just saying, like.
This is a tough audience. I've gotten a lot of laughs here tonight, Dr. Trap.
You let him go on and on and on.
Elon Musk runs whatever the fuck he wants. This is the richest man.
He's a top G.
He do what the fuck he want to do.
Top G.
But Dr. Trapp, if all the money is just imaginary, isn't it all just hypnosis?
It is all hypnosis. It's an illusion to make you think that you have something that they don't even fucking have their damn selves, or they have too much control of.
But Trap, can we agree that the root of money is people to get up out of bed and go to work and build stuff?
No. Dollars are actually technically artwork. They're just canvases of paper.
Hold on. The purpose of money is to get people to get up out of bed and go build stuff and actually be productive. Without money.
Yeah, the purpose of money is to encourage people to actually want to do things. Yeah, it
But
is.
why? So they can build up an art collection?
No, so they can figure out. Okay, so here's what you have to understand. Smart people, and I say smart in quotations, true quotations, because once you are actually intelligent, you just know that you know nothing, and like you can only keep learning. So again, smart people know that it's a lot of dumb people. All right, and I can just act like I know or actually know just a little bit more than you, and then I can get dumb people to do things for me. All right, that's all that's going on. Smart people are getting dumb people to do things for them. All right,
It's like you're saying that all communication is hypnosis.
There is. We come across some of the most like amazing manipulators.
Yeah, Trap, I think you're making a great point, right? And I think a lot of people don't understand is that you have to have a tiny bit of intelligence to understand that you're a dumb fuck, right? Because if you don't have a tiny bit of intelligence, there's no way you can understand. Wow.
This isn't a low IQ barbecue roast, Dr. Jeremy. We're not roasting IQs here. Otherwise, you'd be the main course.
What if life is a psychosis?
You're projecting. You're projecting. Projection alert. Projection alert.
We keep lingering on the truth. Like everybody knows that it's a higher being.
Wrong. The more you speak, the further from the truth you're gonna get, Dr. Trapp. Just stop thinking and end your problems.
Well, think about it like this. This country is not owned by Americans, right? It's owned by foreigners. We're trillions in debt. And the foreigners that come over here, these people are making a lot of money. This country has been sold, and I don't know who sold it. I don't know if it was
It's
white
been sold
people
99 times.
Citizens
Money is an illusion to keep control. Money does not matter.
But Trap,
to keep control. Money does not matter.
Trap, can we agree that this country is not owned by white people? It's owned by foreigners. Can we agree on that?
White people alert. White people alert. White people alert.
It was sold in 2008. Oh, that was the last time America was.
It would be a bad thing to get into because most people don't even know their true race.
Yeah, you guys were run by a Kenyan man, and then after that, it's a German man in power now.
So do you think Barack Obama's not an American?
And that's the reason why most Caucasians are like people with that color skin are run away from God now.
Caucasoids.
They will run away.
Caucasoid
they
alert.
realize that their ancestors are very, very, very evil people.
Cave-dwelling evil demon worshippers.
Right, but that's called the revelation. That's called the revelation.
White people.
So they're not gonna be. It hasn't been revealed.
It's not just white people, brother. So don't say that because
Black people.
Okay, so white people did not just take everybody. Everybody kind of like had to give themselves up. If you know what I mean? Like so when white people enslaved black people. So I want you to know, like, black people handed black people over to white people.
Black people,
you know
black people.
So it's like again, y'all just kind of countered up on the situation, nigga. Y'all boys ain't.
But don't you think that white people and black people should team up together?
White people and black people team up together. No.
White people, black people, white people, black people, white people, black people, white people, black people.
Y'all white, black,
Ginger alert.
Andrew's gone.
Andrew's been on here for 48 hours. Let's give him a little rest. Jeez.
Race does not matter. Either you believe or you don't. If you don't believe,
If you didn't hear Andrew's amazing testimony earlier.
I was going to ask if he was there. I was going to ask him some questions about God, but
I would love to hear you ask some questions about God.
okay. Well, so, how does your Christianity relate to sort of other parts of your worldview? And then, like, do you think that there are times where you have to sort of like throw your liberalism away to sort of do what Christ says, even though it's not fashionable? Is that something that you think it has to happen sometimes?
He's trapping you, Stella. Don't fall for the bait.
No, in any way that I'm liberal, I think that Christ is also. So,
Was Jesus the first trans man?
Do you think that like Jesus, if he was alive today, would just be like a mainstream Democrat, like with all the sort of PC opinions of today? Because I sort of suspect he wouldn't.
No, I don't think that he was interested. Like, I think that when it comes to government, like this is our opportunity to see what we come up with when we are in control. And so right now, like every government that we have is always going to have corruption in it because, of course, we're faulty. Like we have.
Jesus was a conservative Republican.
Man, Jesus was. I don't care, bro. Don't play with me, MAGA. I don't care, bro. MAGA.
He was a powerful magician, and most powerful magicians are conservative fiscally.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it, mother.
I'm going to start removing all
it,
productive dialogue.
Please.
MAGA playing with his life.
Yeah, let's be logic. Things will happen, I promise.
Sorry, Sayla, I was under the impression you're Muslim. I was actually saying Eid Mubarak to you, so I didn't know that. No offense, I didn't know you're not Muslim.
Yeah, no offense taken, and I am Persian, and we celebrate Eid as well, even if you're not Muslim.
She's a Zoroastrian pagan.
And also, I have a great affection for Sufism, so I wouldn't mind if you mistake.
She's a mystic airhead.
Yeah, basically in a nutshell.
Oh, okay, no worries.
Why you keep interrupting people, MAGA?
Because I'm doing a comedy show and putting it on YouTube.
Why do you think that Islam has like the Sufi tradition, but there doesn't seem to be like an equivalent in Christianity? What do you think's going on there?
I didn't hear the first part. Why do you think Islam has what?
Islam is Sufism, and like Judaism has like Kabbalah and stuff.
It's called Gnosticism.
Doesn't have a similar thing going on.
I think Christianity is the Sufism of Judaism, and the reason why I align with Sufi, I find so much affection towards Sufism is because there's this idea that all of us are being created, being like reconciled back to God. God is like, we're all being made into the likeness of God, which very much lines up with the idea of all of us being made into the likeness of Christ. And then also, like with Sufism, there's these ideas of there's allowing an allowance for knowledge from outside of just the Quranic writings as well.
It's a little bit like.
What do you think about? I said some negative things about Muhammad that you don't appreciate, Sayla. What do you see as like Muhammad's like main virtues that I'm missing? Because like when I see Jesus, I see that he's like a very compassionate man. Very willing to help the poor and the needy. What do you see as like Muhammad's main virtues?
I don't think that I have a problem with criticizing anyone's prophets or ideas. It's just that when we, instead of using like critical thinking or debates or whatever, we're just trying to degrade somebody's prophet, and I have more of a problem with that than anything. Less than like challenging ideas or challenging people's beliefs in a particular person or thoughts. That's not the problem. But whenever we are just kind of belittling
Pederasty.
intentionally, yeah, it's not my fave.
I don't want to belittle Muhammad just to hurt Muslims' feelings. It's definitely not what I'm up to. But I do want to make them aware of hey, you're saying your guy is the best guy ever, but here's some things he did. Maybe you have some false beliefs about who he is and what the best way to live is.
Maybe they're highly programmed.
I just think that a lot of the criticisms that are often launched, from let's say Christians particularly, Sam, the same accusation can really be utilized against them. They're just too blind to see it. If we really take pause and we go and take the accusation, we can make the shoe fit.
That sounds political.
That's why I don't. In the hands of somebody that wants to discredit your religion, they can utilize it any way they want. They can take Judaism and create a narrative that, demonizes all the people.
Isn't that what you do?
They can take Islam and create a narrative to demonize all the people. And I don't think it's a very difficult thing to do.
Projection alert.
Cannot believe they haven't kicked me yet.
I think Hinduism is also brown people, and it does not have the same. I don't criticize it as much, or Confucianism, or Taoism, or Shintoism, or paganism, or Wicca, or Christianity, or Judaism. None of them. What I'm pointing out about Islam is apostates? Really? It's I don't know. It's really not about them being brown.
Sam, it's basic herd psychology. In group, out group. Come on, man.
In the hands of the person that wants to discredit or dismantle a religion, watch this. Everybody thinks Buddhism is pretty fairly Buddhism's a good religion and Zen and all this stuff. But if I wanted to demonize Buddhism, I would be I can't follow a religion where a man abandons his family for enlightenment. What type of bullcorn is this? He had a wife, he had children. Ooh, but you want to go seek enlightenment.
Jesus,
right?
you don't appreciate wisdom, do you, Dr. Sella? Could you imagine somebody wanting to learn some wisdom and knowledge and become intelligent for the sake of his family? Wow, what a tragedy.
Yeah, for the sake of his family. The problem is he left his family, and I don't think he ever returned, actually.
I think that's a very good criticism of Buddha, most to say that, but you have to remember that Buddha was a prince, and his kids had also servant stuff.
Oh, so he abandoned his people as well. Thanks, Sam. I'll add that to the lot.
Don't you understand what a book is, Sella? It's actually just an information manual, and your opinions about these people are irrelevant. Maybe you should try reading a book.
Thanks for pointing that out, Dodge. I appreciate it.
I think people don't like Muslims that are alive right now. I don't think the people that don't like Islam right now, I think they're judging them based off Muslims that are alive right now, not people who are dead. And so I just don't think they like them coming into Europe, especially the countries that already separated church and state. It's they find it a nuisance because they already went through a reformation and don't want religion in their country. That's what I think. That's why it's a bit hostile for Muslims the most in France. I can understand why, but I just think they just don't like Muslims right now.
When I look at Islam and the Muslim world, I think that the calligraphy is amazing, the architecture is amazing, the food's amazing, the people are amazing, and I think a lot of people can see that. It's what they don't like is when a bunch of people who have some views that are deeply, deeply antithetical to Western values come in and
Zionism, for example, maybe?
Nothing like Zionism, Sarah. Anytime.
Oh,
I feel like it.
Hey Sam, what do you?
Hey, do you guys think I was in the middle of a thought, or do you guys not think I was in the middle of a thought?
Okay.
Hey Sam, what do you think about the nation of
Do you think
Islam?
I was in the middle? Hey, Galen, do you think I was in the middle of a thought? Do you think I was in the middle of a thought? Okay, thank you. It comes to.
No, I was gonna say, what do you
I
think
don't
about
care.
the nation of
I
Islam?
don't care. I was in the middle of a thought. Have some self-control. Man. So say like they come to the West, and they think that they don't have to change in any way. They think that they don't have to change in any way. Like they think that I can come to the West and just completely have the exact same values that I had when I lived in Saudi or when I lived in whatever Afghanistan. But that's not gonna make people like you.
So just to be clear,
Welcome to the stage, Tammy.
thanks. So Sam, just to be clear, just real quick, I apologize real quick. So Sam, you're admitting that you don't want America to be a melting pot then, right?
Of course not.
Okay, cool. So some cultures are acceptable and some other cultures are not acceptable.
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, so on what condition are we allowed to discern what is an acceptable culture and what is an unacceptable culture?
The ones that kill apostates are not acceptable. The ones that are chill can stay are totally acceptable.
So how about all the Jews living in in Brooklyn that practice Mosaic law? Are those people barbaric extremists? They don't believe in using their cell phones or using the internet or using electricity on the day of the Sabbath. Would you consider these people to be savages?
Who built underground little dungeons? I don't know what those are, but
wait, you guys will notice that none of the things you said involve the hurting of other people, and when there are doing things that hurt other people.
I'm sorry, what Muslim in America has killed an apostate?
It doesn't matter that they haven't done it. The fact that they want to do it is a deep.
What Muslim wants to do it?
You do.
I don't want to. I don't.
What Muslim? You literally support the. You do. I remember last time we talked about this. You're like, Sam, what about the moderate Muslims? And I was like, you're not one. You think apostates should die.
No.
You are not a moderate. You are a radical who belongs in the Stone Age. You are not a moderate Muslim.
Yeah, but that's the thing. In America, you can have people who want to stone gay people, but they can't, despite their beliefs. Right. You're allowed to have any belief you want to here, as long as you follow the law and it doesn't infringe on someone else's life, liberty, and property.
Listen, people vote, and their votes have power over other people. So I only want people to come to my country who don't have barbaric views.
Like Zionist?
So you don't, so Zionist should be. Man, this guy right here, bro. So Zionist, okay, cool. So in my society, my votes matter. Okay, I don't want people voting in favor of sending more and more money to Israel when Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water, when there's a homeless epidemic in New York City and San Francisco, and when there's a fentanyl problem all across the country. I would rather my government and my taxpayer money go to helping our own infrastructure, our own people. I don't want more foreign aid to go to the pockets of these Zionist people. Is that such a crazy take? Is that an outlandish take for you, Sam? God forbid that I don't want my taxpayer money to support a genocide. Is that too much to ask for?
Listen, you can vote for whatever you want, and that's totally reasonable wants. But it's also totally reasonable to not want to be around people who have views, in my view, that are so monstrous that it's laughable.
Right, so in my view, your views are laughable and they're monstrous. Now what? How do we proceed from here?
Well, the way I proceed is I advocate for people like you, Hamid, to not live in America and Europe, and to live in Saudi Arabia or other Muslim countries. I advocate
for people like you to go to Portugal and go to northern Canada where you can have your own Zionist entity. Just stay out of Palestine.
Hey, leave northern Canada out of this. How dare you?
You can go to wherever else in the. You can go to You can take over any other. You can take over Manhattan. You can
Go
take over
commit genocide somewhere else.
Yeah, take a genocide elsewhere. You can go genocide other group of people. Just don't genocide us. If you already have these pro-genocidal tendencies, and that's something that I mean, you know Abiy Yemeni, right? I mean, his most recent tweet actually made me laugh. He said Israel is losing the PR battle, but at least we're winning the war. Okay, yeah, so you're admitting that Israel is losing the public relations battle.
They don't understand the power of the social influencer.
Yeah, the social influencer who's literally admitting to like wanting Israel to continue its genocide. And his justification is that it's better to lose the PR battle than to lose the actual battle in which more Jews get killed. Well, hello, like there is a simple solution there, but you guys just
But
don't want
Dr.
that.
Hamid, what is a Zionist?
Anyone that believes that the land of Israel the land of Palestine is exclusively the right of the Jews.
Freudian slip there.
So like Hamid, you cannot control yourself.
Freudian slip
Whenever I want to
there.
talk about, apostates dying or radicalism, you're like, what about Zionism? It's like you love to just shift the conversation to something
If you
else.
want to talk,
Because the same claim that you're making against radical Islam is the same claim that is being made about radical Judaism, which
But
is
terrorism is
for
terrorism.
Jewish
When you kill someone and break the law, there are repercussions.
We're talking about people that are extreme and radical, and this idea that only Jewish people have the right to self-determination in this particular land is radical.
I know, but the point is, every country is a Zionist country.
Literally, my views are so ridiculous. I want there to be the 67 borders. I want all of the settlers kicked out of the West Bank. I want there to be a two-state solution. I want the Palestinians to live in peace and flourishing. Like, my views are, like, pretty fucking chill. I'm pretty fucking chill.
That's beautiful, Jay.
Why do you care about that? And then when you're comparing that view to the idea that we should kill people who believe in religion as if, like, they're equivalent in any way, it's fucking retarded.
But Sam, why do you care about that more than moving off the gold standard? Or like, why do you care about that more than something that actually impacts your life every single day and makes you a bit of a piece of shit? And I don't say that with disrespect. I'm just saying that because I'm assuming you're an American, right? Like, why do you care about that?
Jeremy, why do you sound like you have a weight problem?
Wait, the vast majority of economists support not being up to gold standard, so I'm just like going by academic consensus.
But don't you know that the Federal Reserve is a conspiracy to enslave all of mankind and create World War III?
Dodge, I enjoy your commentary. I really do. Just don't do it over people or like do it at the right time because it has its place.
Understood. You are a Sufi airhead, correct?
She's Christian. What are you talking about? He's not Muslim. It's not the word.
Yeah, there's another group that has a similar self-determination, right? And that would be the indigenous people. And there's a province in Canada, let's say. Oh, sorry, it's called Nunavut. I will see. I'm making a connection here. Yeah, right. But the connection I'm making is that I wouldn't want them to launch a bunch of missiles into where I live because of me living on a land that was taken from them. I don't want them to wipe me out and bring a bunch of missiles. That's the part I don't understand about the left. They're actually making people oddly conservative because of this obsession that they've created.
The left. I guess here's my question though, right, Justine? And I think you make a good point, right? Is that there's so much obsession in the U.S. about Gaza and Israel, right? But how many of you can talk in extreme detail, and I'm happy to do it if you want, about what's happening in Rwanda and Congo right now, right? And how horrific what's happening is and how political it is, right? And so my question to you is this, Justine, is that if you expect America to give a shit about one side or the other, and Ukraine, but you cannot in detail talk for the next 2 minutes about what's happening in
Why are
Rwanda
you so
and
concerned
Congo,
about what America's thinking
then
about?
why do
It's really
you care about that?
going on all over right now. It really is.
Yeah, but one is using my tax dollars to
Yeah,
fund it.
that's a great point. But Jeremy, it's very unfortunate and sad, but I do think that Palestine, in particular, being when it was created, how it was created, and where it is centered, and the narrative that is assigned to everything. This right here, what happens to Palestine is going to be indicative of what will be allowed in Congo and Uganda and all over the world. Somehow, what happens in Uganda and what happens in Congo is not going to be indicative of what happens all over the world. It has to do with the players that are involved. It has to do with the coverage,
the color of their skin,
the color of their skin,
Political
coverage,
significance.
all of these things. And so that's why, like, Palestine, it's really like almost like the front line of what.
Oh, Jesus, that is so racist. You're prioritizing genocide.
But some
Dodge, you're doing it again.
But some like I hear what you're saying, but this is where I push back a bit, right? Is that what happened in Africa was white Europeans coming in and writing lines on a map.
White people.
Unbelievably horrible shit, right? And that happened before white people after World War II. Right? So you can say, Jeremy, fuck Rwanda and Congo and all their shit and their misery. I know I'm paraphrasing. Don't you dare. I'm paraphrasing, but you can see and focus on Israel because Israel and these lighter skinned folks are more important. But I would argue that no, Sella, no. What's happening in Africa is way more important geopolitically, economically, in every sense, even in resources, than this religious fight in
Middle East. That's the thing. I'm not saying that it's less important or that there shouldn't be attention or coverage. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying that because of the religious narrative, who the players are, who are the ones, basically right now, if you have America that is engaging and actively assisting in a genocide, the narrative in the world is that America's supposed to be like the world police and the human rights, whatever, and America's supposed to be the one that institutes all these values. But if the front runner is not the one that's instituting those values, then this is going to have reverberations all across the world in so many confrontations.
Yeah, I just want to add something to what you said, right? And then maybe it goes a long way to maybe give some little bit of information, right? I'm from Africa. I'm from Ghana. The last 2 years, Ghana was denying a loan from America because Ghana decided to pass a law that will criminalize gay, right? Now, first of all, Ghana have a culture and we have our own way of looking at things, right? Now, America is saying that, hey, you have to let it be part of you. And we're like, no, we don't want it to be part of us. And they're like, okay, we're not going to give you something. Now, this is an example of trying to push your values on some people that really don't want it. Just like the way you're saying that you don't want them to come to Africa because of this. Now, do you want to act on that same thing that, some of the Western countries are denying Zimbabwe and the rest because they have refused to, to pass some of the values that they want to instill in them, right? So you see, you have to look at it from both sides, not just only your side. America is also pushing their values on other countries, and they're pushing it harder on them. If they refuse, there are repercussions.
Okay, there's two things. You are not entitled to a loan, nor are you entitled to immigrate. So it's asymmetry here, where if you don't want a loan, we don't have to give you a loan. We're not obligated to give you loans. And we're not obligated to let you into our countries. But then further than that, you should be kind to gays, because it's obviously morally correct to be kind to gays. So every part of the things you said makes no fucking sense at all, man.
No,
and you can't accept.
That does make sense. Right. Because North Korea doesn't have to let you into their country, right? You have to go through a very specific set of prerequisites to go to North Korea, right? So, Sam, if you're going to celebrate North Korea's policy, go ahead, man. But fuck North Korea.
Sam, are you familiar with an actress? She was in the film. Sorry, I should get the pronouns right. He was in the film Juno. Phenomenal actress, actor. Sorry. The reason I'm bringing the person name up is because they did a documentary, actually. One of the most homophobic countries in the world is Jamaica, yet no one talks about this. This documentary was phenomenal because it seems like no one pays attention to the fact that they will have songs saying "burn Chichiman" and all this homophobic stuff in the music, in the culture, and it's rampant. I'm talking about Jamaica here, right? You don't find it a little odd that's not really discussed?
You don't think I know about Buju Banton? You don't think I know about Jamaican?
No, you do. I'm not questioning your intelligence, sir. I'm saying that I agree with your point that if you're accepting humanitarian aid, you can't accept it and then, because that's soft power, you can't accept it and then not do whatever the country that's giving you the aid, right?
It won't. If that's the case, everyone would be rich. That's what I'm saying. You swear you still a broke ass nigga renting an apartment.
People who understand that get rich.
Listen, I'm glad Trump doing what he doing, so broke ass niggas like you get exposed.
Buy when there's blood in the streets, even if it's your.
Y'all are broke as fuck. You're broke as fuck, and Trump's exposing you, and it's beautiful.
I agree with Trump, though.
Yeah, and you're gonna get broke. You don't even want to sell your stock. You like, maybe one day I'll be just as rich and important as everybody else. No, you're broke as fuck.